And back again for day 3. Very surprised you're still here. Really, very, very surprised you're still here. I think you're still waiting to tune in for the dancing. It's coming. It's coming. Yeah, I promise you dancing. That's coming. I will give you dancing. So, once again, in the style of Dick Barton, with a cattail underneath his head for no apparent reason. He uses his moustache. In the style of Dick. That's actually really good. I like Mario. Our hero is having trouble with multiple technology phone problem setup and how fast the app updates. With this we know from yesterday. And who is the mystery phone caller?
Right, I'm looking for the morning, and I've got it. I'll put the thing on. But this one here is set up to Milton Keynes. Now this one is I'm looking for the morning, and I'm also looking for later on. Oh, hang on. Hey, bud, how you doing? Right, I can't remember where we were there. Did you just get that phone call come in? That was Jem to ring me up and tell me. I'm speaking quietly, by the way, because I'm still upstairs and, I don't want to disturb everybody. Yeah, another job got booked direct. So I don't know if I told you we had 2 jobs booked already for Tuesday, 2 out of Luton and nothing out of Coventry. And now we've got 3 out of Luton, which means I've got a job for the morning. I don't even know what it is because I'm driving tomorrow. But this is another good thing when you've been running a little while, in the fact that people will ring you direct because they know that you've got the lorries and they know that you're local and you know you do a decent job. So yeah. So now what I was doing, I'm going to show you this now. Turn this on. Why aren't you working? Let's turn it back on again. Have a little cup of coffee. Put the bins on. So what I had set up is I had this one over here set up for the Luton area, for Dunstable area, and I've got this one over here set up for Milton Keynes. Now this is on the desktop. This is actually quite good on the desktop in the fact that you can easily change the size of the vehicle, the time you want it. The location is pretty quick. This is good. The only thing I wish it had is when you click on that, you could see the view on map. One thing it really misses, if it had that, I wouldn't need this entire phone setup. Having said that, now all I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to set this one up for Coventry either tomorrow or I might set it up for any time. Let's go for tomorrow, because if you set it for tomorrow, if there's a job that needs picking up today, it will still turn up. If you set it up for any time, you're going to see jobs. You might accidentally book one for like way off into the future that's not there. But yeah, today so far, touch wood, it's going okay. Right, I just looked at the job that came through. It's going to Birmingham. It's 2 stops, Dudley and Birmingham, 300 quid from Northampton. And I looked at it and I went, that's B6. So I just texted Jem and said, Jem, you do realise that that's got its own charge on it? And she went, no, we didn't mention that. You're going to ring him back and speak to him. Because, don't get me wrong, 300's tight anyway for 2 drops and an 18 tonne. And Northampton isn't exactly the shortest distance to go pick up something in the morning. But with a zone charge, you're going to end up with, like, by the time you take your zone out, 60 quid or 50 quid, £60 if you don't pay in time, and your diesel and your time, you'd be better off just doing a short job around town. So that's why I may still be looking for a Luton job, a Dunstable job. But in the meantime, we're up on here. That one looks quite promising. But you see, it's another thing that's frustrating me. It says stops. And I click on one. It says the other stop is in Chichester. Is it? What you see, what I'm going to end up doing is stopping from the desktop, picking it up on my phone, looking at that job on my phone, and working out whether it's worth a quote or not. Right, so what I've gone with, we've fired the phones up again. I've always said I can never remember whether I'm fairly indecisive or really indecisive. But, yeah, so we've got this one here is basically showing me my allocated, which means any time I can hit on booking status and see where they are and what they're doing, and I can go view on map and see where they are. That's kind of nice. So this is my kind of fleet one. This one here is showing me jobs from the Dunstable area. This one here is showing me jobs from the Coventry area. This one here, I can flick around and see whatever I like because it's quite easy to flick it up and see it on a map. And this one here, that's just a phone. But in fairness, that means if I get any phone calls, I answer it. And this is if I want to see something specific, I look on this one because this one is the easiest one to just sort of go lows. The fabulous foldy phone is still a fabulous foldy phone, despite the really, really irritating tiny white dot, which you can't see because it's so small. I might get some metal things so that we can put these on little stands, so we can put some power up to them. But it's all going okay.
And that was the third part. Only one more to go. It's like, this is now currently like the final series of Lost. As my cousin Darren said, he said, I'm on series 10 of Lost. He said, it's absolute rubbish and has been now for a good series and a half. He said, but I have devoted so much time to it. I can't not watch the final episode. It's like purgatory. It's painful. I have to put it on. It's like sticking needles in my eyes for an hour, but I know that every time I've done it, I've only got one left to go. So, yeah, one left to go, it looks like. So, things are going well. At the end of yesterday, things are going well. Things are going really well. Does that mean things will continue to go really well, or am I heading for a fall? What do you think?